Hey there, everybody. Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's the first Wednesday of the new year. Here in 2023, we've got some new things to talk about. Most of these, if not all of these, actually are going to be holdovers from 2022. We're just getting to them now. You know how it goes. The beginning of every year is kind of like playing catch-up with the stuff that came out late in the year or at some point during the previous year that you just actually never got to. Getting to them now because the 2023 stuff should be, filing in before you know it. So gotta get rid of the 2022 stuff first. So today we're going to take a look at a cool box set, another little box set of reissues from Neil Young. It's the official release series discs 13, 14, 20, and 21. Of course, this is the series that has been reissuing his albums that were on the Reprise label, right? So, of course, that's why it says 13, 14, 20, 21, because, of course, he went to Geffen for a couple of years and a bunch of albums and then came back to Reprise once again. So this particular set, I have all the other ones that have come out up so far. This might be about as far as I'm going to go with these because I have some of the other albums from Neil Young's catalog that I like that were released, later on, maybe over the next decade or so. I've kind of fallen off with his stuff that he's come out with in more recent years, although I do have a couple here and there. So this has Hawks and Doves, okay, which came out in 1980. That's up top there. We got Re-Ac-Tor, okay, 1981. My personal favorite of the four here. We've got This Note's For You, which came out in 1988. And then we've got the Eldorado EP, which came out in 1989, although that's kind of a rare one, right? That's kind of a cool addition to this set. But anyway, so if you take these, and I love the badass cover of Neil with the hat and the glasses and the Les Paul on the front. Pretty cool. So if you take these out of the box, right? You got a cool little box there with a little note from the man himself, right, about what's involved here, telling you to go to his website, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's go start with the first one here. So we've got Hawks and Doves, right? The first one. Which, I mean, the packaging on these, they're kind of sturdy, little like kind of cardboard mini LP sleeves. But, you got to be really careful when you're taking the discs out because they tend to separate at the top, I've noticed, on all the sets that I've gotten. But, then you got the little kind of mini booklet in there with lyrics and stuff and the disc itself. So that's kind of nice. Again, trying to mimic the original LP. Hawks and Doves, not a huge fan of this album. It's much, much more of his kind of like country folk, pretty mellow, acoustic guitars and fiddles and harmonica and all that sort of thing. Nice enough, not a often time listen for me. But the other three is the reason why I got this. Now, I actually already had Re-Ac-Tor from 1981 on an old beat-up CD. I decided to get this reissue here. I like this. This is, I think, the fourth studio album with Crazy Horse. This is a great jamming, hard rock, kind of bluesy rock record. Lots of distorted, fuzzy guitars from Neil and some, cranking songs. Some of the lyrics are kind of ridiculously silly, but I don't care. Got mashed potatoes. I mean, otherwise, I really like some of the songs on here. I think it's just a really good rockin' record. I remember I bought the vinyl of this when it first came out. I was just getting into Neil Young in the late 70s, early 80s. So I bought a handful of albums here and there, but I always liked his electric stuff. I think this is a fun rockin' album. So there's that. Then you got This Note's For You. Okay. Fast forwarding, this is his return to Reprise Records. From 1988 with the Blue Notes. This is an interesting album because this, I didn't show you the inside to Re-Ac-Tor, but This Note's For You is kind of like Neil going, I don't know, kind of like bluesy, soulful rock, kind of blues. There's horns and whatnot, so this is Re-Ac-Tor. So I'm going to kind of show you the inside to that. And it's kind of different. It's almost like I wouldn't say it's his big band album because it's not a huge band, but it's kind of interesting to hear Neil with horns and saxes and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of rock. It's kind of like the Fabulous Thunderbirds type of thing. Pretty interesting. I dig it. It's something different from him. He sings good on it. There's some cool guitar in it, but it's just like this big ensemble work. I think it's pretty cool. So there's that one. And then you got from 1989, Eldorado, Neil Young and the Restless, it's called. So here you have some songs that a few featured on a future album, but you got some cool things like Cocaine Eyes on here. And what else we got here? Heavy Love, Don't Cry on Broadway, and Eldorado. Again, then there's a little more kind of rockin' stuff on here. You got Neil on vocals, guitars. You got Chad Cromwell on drums, Rick Roses on bass. It's kind of a little more stripped down, but pretty cool stuff, I think. And I like it. I like it. It's good, rocking. It's not very long. I think this is 20 minutes long or something like that. Cocaine Eyes is very, very cool. It's cool jams on here. It's kind of that kind of grungy, hard rock and country rock type of thing that Neil always does so well. Kind of dirty rock, I always kind of call it. So that's pretty cool. So that's something to get. I don't know if that's ever been released on CD before. I think this might be the first time. Not quite sure. So it's a cool little set. If you've collected the rest of these official release series from Reprise, you're probably going to want to have that. They all come in these very similar boxes and whatnot. So it's a good way to get 4 Neil Young albums all in one place. Price is usually pretty right, so worth checking out if you haven't. So there you have it, everybody. Visit us on the web at www.seeyoutranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Stay tuned. We've got some more new things coming up today, so tune in throughout the day to catch those. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get an alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Very, very important. Till later, I am Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you real soon here on the channel. Bye-bye.